Welcome back everyone to the arena. So today we have a dragon deck that has a fantastically unknown card. That card is Nereeve, Heart of the Storm, and the win rate when you play this card in this deck, more than 70%. I believe it's around 71%, but you get this card in your hand, you play this card, you win most of the time, which is a fantastic rate for a card that people don't even really play. So outside of it, it's a almost standard dragon shell with Momo letting you cast these creatures earlier. Momo specifically letting you play Nereeve on turn 3. Sarkhan for some extra dragon synergy. Clear and Conquer for those Badger Mole matchups and other Planeswalker matchups. Voice of Victory to play off of Nereeve, because Nereeve as a card is a 4 mana 4/5 flyer. It is a legendary creature, a spirit dragon. It has flying, and if a creature you control that entered this turn would deal damage, it deals twice that much damage instead. So that means tokens that come from Voice of Victory just came into play, so they deal 2 damage instead of 1. Charming Scoundrel will haste in and deal 4 instead of 2. Nova Hellkite, 8 for 3. Fantastic. Dragonhawk's Fate's Tempest. For each card you don't play of the card of those triggers, it's 4 damage, not 2. So everything does more and more damage once Nereeve is on the battlefield. So I think this is a pretty decent build on its own. The only 2 cards that I changed out. I don't have 4 Voice of Victory, and I am out of those rare wild cards basically. So I have a Charming Scoundrel in that place. We'll see if that affects the win rate, but let's go ahead and get this one shot going. We'll see this first game. If this goes well, maybe you should give it a shot. Let's give it a run. All right, we're into the first match, and we start off with Nereeve in hand with a Sarkhan to enable Voice of Victory. So we have a pretty good set of cards and a Burst Lightning to interact. One thing to note about this deck, there are no specific black mana sources. There are Dragon's Energy cards, and then Multiversal Passage that can set to black. So there's specific cards that can give you black, but no black lands per se. So just be aware of that. Elegant Parlor to start from the opponent. We'll start off with the Inspiring Vantage and try to fast forward the turn to make it look like we don't have anything to play, because Burst Lightning holds priority immediately. Alright, Ashling rekindles. We don't have an answer for that right now, but we have something to play. We'll play Sarkhan. Reveal Clarion Conqueror, not our Nereeve, and pass. So they are the Elementals deck. They discarded a Seam Rip. They played the Quantum Thimble for 2. How much does Personify cost? I don't know, but they're going into going. Alright. So they get the Flicker and get that. So they get their Riddler for free and they kill my creature. That's a good swing. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and play our Maelstrom and get our Nereeve down. It blocks Riddler fine enough. But the thing is, in white-red, they should have plenty of removal in hand, so if they're going to use it, they should be using it here. They have 5 mana available to them for spells that cost 4 or more. They're looking for more cards. They found a land and a Shiko. Alright, Shiko will let them go ninja go again. I don't think that can kill Nereeve though. It means I can't block the Riddler if I want to keep the creature though. So that gets them in for 5 damage with Ashling and Riddler. Oh, they don't send the Riddler in. Oh, it doesn't have haste. That's why. So they want the 1 damage. Alright. So we do have some plays. So let's play Sarkhan. We have a dragon. Let's play Momo. Let's play Conqueror. Get ourselves some blockers on board. Not swinging in. Voice of Victory takes advantage of Nareev here, but as a threat, it isn't all that important. Their flyers are way bigger. They just chump the voice and the 2 1/1s. You only get one shot at it. So we have to compete on board with them. Or at least try to. Alright, so we have Cavernous Soul. So we'll put that on Dragon. So we have the option here to go find a dragon with Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon land. You can hold up 5 mana to burst lightning something for 4. To make maybe a trade less favorable for them. In our deck, Nova Hellkite is a good find. Hawk Fate's Tempest is also a good find. But I think we go look for the Dragonhawk because we can play it with Momo next turn and keep the mana open for that. Yeah, this game turned when they had their on-curve Quantum Riddler scam of getting in the free Riddler immediately. So they drew, they had a fantastic creature, they drew again. It's a great result for them early. They're not always going to get that lucky though. They found an Abrade. They can get rid of the Clarion or the Sarkhan or the Momo. If I were them, I'd take out the Momo. But there are other threats. Alright, they got rid of Sarkhan. Alright, they pass. Let's go searching. Let's get Dragonhawk. Play Dragonhawk. We won't play either of those. We'll pass. 8 to their face. Go Ninja Go. To deal 4. So they're gonna Go Ninja Go again. They really want that Tempest gone, it looks like. Oh, do they have a 1 mana sweeper? 1 damage sweeper? They're out of Go Ninja Goes. Ill-timed. Oh, so they have a small card they can get rid of. That is interesting. And they don't attack? That's... What are they doing? I guess Conqueror pass? Maybe they're just trying to see what their deck can do and they don't want to swing in and get things done right away, which great training arc for them, but I am not all that interested in that. Is this just game actions the game now? Or are you gonna swing in? I'd do that. Oh, they have another Shiko, of course. Seam Rip. Oh, Nia. Okay. Well, they're gonna play it either way. We didn't draw another land, so we can kill that 4/4. Yeah, it looks like they're just playing around at this point. Let's go on to game 2. Yeah, this all tumbled turn 3 when they were scamming that Riddler in. So creatures entering is what they do most of the time. So Torpor Orb is great here. Rest in peace. We don't want them doing any graveyard shenanigans. How is their mana base? Pretty out there. Sunspine Lynx. It's for a lot. They have Ill-Time Explosion, so Shelter by Ghost isn't the best idea. Artifact enchantments wise, they're probably going to cut the rips, or at least one or two of those. So can we find the room? The Burst Lightnings don't really handle much. It was just sitting in my hand, not really being useful. Anything else? Scoundrel won't be all that great. Stormbrood also not all that great because the key threats are flying except for Ashling. And that is one of our only ways to take care of Ashling, actually. So let's keep Twin Maw in. Let's cut one Voice of Victory and go with that. The cards we brought in from our sideboard do enough to slow them down from their crazier later turns and provide a way to kill them over the top. So, all right, so we don't have white mana to play this resting piece. We do have the mana to play the Charring Bite on the Ashling if they keep it. So, and they have the Torpor Orb. Let's just go with that. Maybe we draw the white source later on. All right, Mardu Dragon, Torpor Orb. None of that. Hold on. Let's. Do we want to get in for 4 here, or kill the Nia? They're not transforming the Nia. They can go Ninja Go, I think. Let's kill that. Alright, so let's get in for some damage here then. Swing in for 4. Nice. Yep. So they can do that. Play something big. Not drawing the white mana is a little annoying. Or one more land is annoying. Because we could have slowed them down. And we still don't draw it? Jeez. And now we can't even draw a 4th land? For a 24 land deck? I know we were kind of stuck on the white mana. That was fine. But curving out was a problem? That I did not expect. Ill-timed just to draw some cards. We'll take 5 here. Can we draw a land? Still, I mean, I guess try to get in for 4. Can't counter it. Get lost. All right. I mean, we really needed to just curve out. We could just curve out Hellkite, and just oppress them. And we still didn't draw a land. Wow. Let me hit him with a land, am I right? and a good game. Okay, well, turns out when you don't draw enough lands to play the cards in your hand, you don't do well a lot of the time. Lesson learned. You know what? Let's give that another try. Not being able to just play lands, not really a good barometer of how a game will feel. So that's kind of the trick of, is it a one shot? Well, if we can draw a normal game, I'm keeping it in, that's the one shot. But when you don't get to play, hard to consider that a fair viewing. So let's give it one more shot. You know what? I'm taking that as the fate saying, no, 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 sir. One shot is one shot. Cool. All right. That was our one shot. I like the deck. I'm going to give it another shot. I will do another video with another one shot on it and see how that runs. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next time.